Welcome back to the Dearly Beloved YouTube channel, where we're in the middle of our Does the old Peavey Classic 50 from the late 70s sounds good with all the different styles of guitars out there. So next up we have this amazing Fender Ultra Luxe Tele 2021 model. We'll see how it sounds through a true set of single coils. Well, these are the noiseless single coils, so pretty close to a true single coil, just with not as much noise. So I actually absolutely love these pickups they chose for this. So let's see how it sounds. This guitar is tuned down a full step, and I drop the top string to C. So if you're in standard tuning, it's kind of just an octave down from drop D. Alright, so I'm going to start with everything back at 12 o'clock, and then we'll go from there. Go up more, a little bit down on the bass, maybe about 4. Bring up the mids to about 7. Maybe even a little bit more. Let's go up to 8. Yeah, that's the punch I'm looking for. I want nice punch, no farty lows. Here's a perfect example of a farty low. We'll take up the bass to about 7. So there's no tightness at all there. This gets a little flubby, loses the definition. That's what I want to get away from. So I'm going to dial it back down to about 5.5. And all that little bit of low end distortion that was there just a second ago, completely gone at this level. So that's what we're looking for. So mids, I'm going to bring it up to about 7 now. That's pretty good. It's a pretty bright guitar. We're in the neck position. I want to try to dial it so neck, middle, and bridge will all be fine. I don't have an EQ on this board right now. I didn't have time to put one on, so I just figured I'd bring this and get to testing with a good test rig. So if the amp can't do exactly what I want, I'll have other options, but just for now, we'll just kind of go from there. So we'll go up a little bit with the treble, see how it sounds. We might need to dial it right back down. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to go to both pickups now. Run through the riff. That's a little quacky for me, so I'm going to bring those trebles just right back down to about 6. It's close though. Okay, the quackiness just went out of it. Good to go. Alright, now we're going to move on to the compressor again. We'll leave it at the same settings as the last video, and then we'll move forward. If I need to tweak it, we'll go from there. Alright, let's do that now. Alright, so just noticing that right there a couple of times through the riff. I noticed the highs are starting to break up just a little bit, so I'm going to adjust the clipping knob and the attack to kind of see if I can clean that up a little bit, make sure it stays sparkly clean for this. When I want to add gain, I'll add gain. I don't want my compressor pedal to give me some breakup. It's not what it's for. Oh, try another tweak. Almost there. I'm going to go down just a little bit with the clipping and back off the level just a hair. Now that I'm hitting those two strings together, crystal clear. That's what I'm going for. Perfect. Alright, let's switch the compressor off, and then dial the drive just like we did in the previous video. All of them will be linked in a playlist. So here we go. Exactly where the knobs were. Gain is at about 1/3. Tone is about 2/3. And volume's just barely behind 12 o'clock. Fartiness came right back into it. So I'm going to take the tone knob, roll it up just a little bit, see if we can clean that up. Maybe pull the gain back just a hair. It's still a little bit farty on the low end, so I'm actually going to bring the bass down from this just a little bit more. See if that helps clean that back up. Okay, not as clear as I want it to be, but let's kick on the compressor so we can put a little bit of a leash on it. See if that does the trick to kind of give me the tone that I'm going for. That is just too much noise. Those pedals are not going to stack well together with this guitar. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that compressor off, leave the drive on just by itself, see if I can find the tone that I'm looking for between the mids knob, the treble, and then the pedal as well. Start with the amp itself, leave the pedal on where it's at. So I rolled the treble up to 7, the mids up to about 8.5, and I rolled the bass down to just barely above 4. That's more of what I'm looking for. A little bit tighter, still a little bit flubby, but I'm willing to deal with it. These are older speakers. Sometimes the fuzz kind of just takes over. Maybe a different drive pedal would fix it, but we're going to play with what we have right now and go from there. Try the treble position. And go back to the neck. A nice smooth neck pickup. I'm going to tweak the tone on the drive pedal right in between those two pickups. Get something that I don't have to worry about. If I switch my pickups, it's still going to sound good. At least good enough. We'll go back down to just a little bit above 12 o'clock. And that did it. That right there, perfect. Go back to the neck pickup, or the bridge pickup, see what it sounds like now. Nice and gritty, but not piercy to your ear, which is what you're going for. Sweet. And of course, my favorite, the delay is next. We'll kick off the drive, kick on the delay, see how I need to tweak the mix and the grit knob, and we'll go from there. timing just a little bit so it's more at the pace that I was before. I generally play that part a little bit slower. Hooray for tap tempo on delay pedals. It's the only way to go in my opinion. I'm not sitting there tweaking a knob for an hour to get the right sound, tapping it with your foot and away you go. Don't need to touch it at all. That sounds fantastic. And most good delay pedals you're not going to have to tweak. You can to really fine tune each guitar, but a single coil and a single coil are going to sound pretty close, all things considering, and I'm going to leave it alone. I don't need to touch a thing. That sounds fantastic. The only thing I want to do is just adjust the tempo, just kind of feeling a little bit more speedy for now, and it just sounded great. So we're going to kick back on the drive, see how it sounds from there. Crowded, so I'm going to drop the gain just a little bit, see if I can clean that up. Also, playing with a delay, it's going to point at your mistakes really, really fast. I'm sure you all heard that weird note that I hit. Yeah, it's going to keep repeating and keep repeating. So with delay, you need to make sure you really practice, play really, really clean, or it'll sneak up on you. So, alright, thanks so much for joining us for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you want to be extra special part of this congregation, be a good missionary, go ahead and share the video out to some of your friends. They think they'd like this material, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.